Welcome back, everyone. Going into hour number 3. Time really flies on. I think it's because all the combat. It actually goes really quickly. These shows. All right, so we see people on the hill, or at least we did, and then I put out the light, trying to be all cool.
Yeah, you saw some shadowy forms watching you battle these bandits. You have one unconscious form and 5 dead bodies. You have hills in all directions, and it is now dark. So Zafira and Plum can't see anything. What do y'all want to do?
Did we get a rough estimate of how many we saw?
Like a half dozen, maybe.
We're not ready for a fight this soon.
Didn't the villagers say they were taking people? What
Yes.
if we left this unconscious man here for them to take?
I wanted to ask him questions, but that might be the best plan of action.
Yeah, quickly, we should just see if we can grab off these bodies real quickly, and we need to get out of here.
I agree.
Agreed.
We scour the bodies as fast as possible.
Okay, so I mean, I will tell you, if you stop to loot the bodies, and these things do decide to come down the hill and attack you, you won't have time to do both and get away. You can either leave the bodies and run, or you can loot them and then have the kobolds come down on you if that is their plan.
Nope, leave the body and run.
Run the fuck away.
Yeah, we'll just go.
We're gonna kill him anyways. We'll collect the gold soon.
All right.
We do our best Simpsons
They had a
hand.
magical ring. No.
Yeah, we do our best Simpsons hand, and we fucking get the hell out of there.
All right. So you're going to need a light source if you can't run in the dark. Neither can Plum. So you just let him light the torch again and take off?
Well,
or?
I put my shield up in my left hand, and I put the torch in my right hand, and we start to run.
Okay.
So I still keep my AC for mechanical purposes, and we're still
light
running.
the torch and dip out of there. Okay. So leaving the bodies behind, I think the last thing you see or you hear the kobolds coming down the hillside. You hear like clattering of bits of clay and rock as they descend down, and you hear them chattering at each other as they pick over the bodies, looking for loot. And then you make your way off into the hills. So we get like a wipe or a fade to the 4 of you, the torchlight, somewhere else, like under a hilly, like under a rocky outcropping. Breathing hard. You've just like ran away from from these kobolds. What are you gonna do?
We should set up camp and take a rest once daylight hits, so we know we're
a reasonable distance away from the kobolds, and they wouldn't have any idea where we're at.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I mean, if they wanted to, they could try to like track you, but they're not really like into it. They were just watching the fight to see who won, and then if 2 or 3 of you had died or something, they might have attacked. But yeah, they were just hanging out to keep an eye on things. So leaving them something to do, you've managed to get away.
Fantastic. Then yeah, I guess we're gonna set up for a long rest.
Do we know where we're at? And like, have we been to this area before?
No, you're just out in the hills.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think we rest. I don't know about the campfire though. I think we don't. If possible, we just do the same thing where we don't have one again, or at least we stuff it out while we sleep. So we set up a campfire, eat whatever.
Like smoldering, yeah.
Yeah, and
Just
then
like just embers, burning embers.
and cover it up.
So you took a long rest less than 24 hours ago, so you can't benefit from
Yeah,
another
this is
long
only a short rest. Yeah.
Yeah, so you can take a short rest. So anybody who wants to, go ahead and roll a hit die if you want to use it.
I'm at 9 of 14.
I'm gonna roll that fucking hit.
Yeah, I'm gonna
Velamir's
do
got
it.
1 hit point.
Velamir, you doing it?
Yeah.
Do it up. Roll your hits.
All right.
Okay, all right. So Velamir gets 16 hit points.
I'm full.
6.
Zafira, Zafira's full. 6 hit points.
I was like, do I know?
No, you got 6, and then Zafira got 13.
I got 7.
My brain just
7
decided to say both of them at once. So you take a short rest. You rest for an hour, which means you can get experience. You won't be able to level, but you'll get the experience. And when you take a long rest, you'll level.
Mm-hmm.
So the fight was worth 38 experience apiece.
So 298 plus 38.
Yeah.
336.
Okay.
And what is level 2? Is it 900?
900 to level 3. Yeah.
Or level 3? Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. So next time you get a chance to long rest, you'll recover all your
Exciting.
and you'll get to level up. So so you take your short rest, and it's still an hour or two away from dawn. There's maybe a bit of lightning on the horizon, not like lightning, but lightning like getting brighter. And yeah, you recover a bit. Are you talking while you're resting? Like Plum is checking his gear and fixing up his armor, and he bandages his wound where he was hit by the bandit. But yeah, is there anything you want to do while you're resting, or do we want to just cut to whatever the next thing is after you?
I mean, I think that I don't know about the rest of the people, but I think Zafira just keeps to herself after the fight and all that stuff, and just the soldiers typically don't have a lot of conversation after a big fight like that.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
Or at least Zafira doesn't. Her platoon never did.
Okay. Cool.
I talked to Plum and just make sure that he's doing okay, because he was a little shaken up in the last fight, to make sure his mind's all right.
Mm-hmm. Zafira, mark inspiration. You just kind of like take off to yourself. We've learned a little bit about your character's past. You're quiet because that's how it was in the platoon. So yeah, take inspiration for that.
All right.
And then Baron, yeah. So you talk to him. He seems okay. Like he's more okay than he was after the kobold fight, and it's either that he's just getting used to fighting, or that he's more used to fighting bandits or dealing with bandits, that he's not as unnerved by the fight with them. He seems like not sad, but a little like it's a shame that had to happen.
Mm-hmm.
And maybe at some point during that rest, he says to you, he's like, I thought for a moment there we weren't going to have to do any of that. It seemed they didn't want to fight, and then.
Yeah.
Well, our friends were waiting in the dark. I don't you think there was something you could have said, or I don't mean to pass judgment. Killing seems so unnecessary.
I know. I gave them every chance in the world to just walk away and leave us be, but it seemed some of them were good people. The man I helped did not want to fight us, but the leader wanted to probably rob us, and that's just the way the bandits are. They're just some people in this world that are. Say what?
Velimir just jumps in and says, "Bandits are bandits."
Yeah.
He Plum looks at you and he says, "Is it like this where you're from? Brigands in the hills, danger at every turn."
The world is dangerous everywhere, not just here. I have encountered many like the ones we killed.
He nods and kind of like just looks at the ground sadly and says, I don't know whether to feel better or worse about that.
Yeah, taking a life is never easy, and you never want to do it unless you're forced into it. And in that situation, it was either we live or they do. They gave us no choice in the matter.
Well, when we get back to town, I'll say a prayer for all of those who are caught in the shadow of the tower. I hope never to be someone like that. I have a future. And he kind of like looks nervously like around, like, yeah, no, it'll be fine, right? It's gonna be good.
You're a good man. You care about the lives of those men back there, and that's a sign that you are a good person. You are not like those men.
I hope so. Cool. All right, so you rest, and when you all feel like you've regained a little bit of your energy, what do you want to do? Do you want to go back to where you were, or?
I think once I rejoin the group, I walk up to Baron and say, "We need a word.
Sure.
Now is not a good call sign. We need a word."
Oh, a word. A code word. What did you use in the military?
In the military, the war was constant. We never had surprise attacks. There was no need for something like that.
What? Do you have any ideas of a word that would mean that you would recognize?
The night is dark and full of terrors.
I've read that one. It's not a good one.
Yeah.
Baron should
I
decide
read
the
it
word.
somewhere, I don't know.
Let's How about balance?
Is that a keyword that you can use in a sentence? We need the parameters now. Do you just
Yes.
simply say balance?
If you hear me, how about a shorter word?
Very important, this word.
Yes.
How about now?
Nice word, one syllable. Yeah, that sounds good.
That one is used too often by many. Perhaps we would trigger their
Ah,
ambushes.
yes. I believe I have it. Later.
Perhaps dwell on it
Always
for a
attempting
bit,
to
Baron.
lighten the mood.
Yeah, let me reflect on it and I'll get back to you.
We just need a word. We should have had one. It's my mistake. Do
It
we
is
wish
so
to go
quick,
back?
ambushed.
How long is the sun coming up yet? We
It'll
rested
be
for
another-
4 hours?
It's you rested for 1 hour, but it was already pretty close to dawn. I would say this is in sort of the pre-dawn. The sun is coming up over the horizon and sort of casting a ruddy light over things, but it's not like fully day yet.
I think we wait for day and then make our move. Perhaps go check out the area where we fought. Surely those creatures will not be there. And if they are, then we will be fighting at an advantage.
Fair enough. I feel a little better after this rest. Hey, it seems I did not need you this time, my friend Baron.
Yes, I was quite surprised. I had thought you had died.
What compelled you to stand up?
Life.
It's indeed a powerful force.
There's the word, life.
When you go down as many times as I do, you get upset at death.
Okay, I think we just like bullshit for the next hour then.
Yeah. So the four of you hang out, and the sun continues to rise, and eventually it's light enough out that you can kind of see the terrain around you. And you wanted to head back to the site of the attack?
Yeah, I want to, if
Yeah.
that's cool with the rest of the group.
Yeah, we'll head back there and see what the kobolds left.
We approach with caution, though. It's not like we're fucking skipping on the way back.
Yeah, of course. Okay. So, at a distance, you can see the bodies still laying on the ground, though many of them are missing, a boot or a glove, or they've had their clothes torn. There's one less than you left. The conscious one seems to have been dragged away.
Can we see? Can I make a survival roll to see if there's drag marks?
Yeah. They've definitely left tracks you could try to follow if you wanted to.
This is the best way to at least see where they're at. They should
Yeah,
not
I mean,
have-
the tracks lead into the hills, but you don't have to roll to know that there are tracks. I can tell you the direction they go. The roll would be the process of you following those tracks if you decide to go and see where they lead.
we have all day. I think this is our best course of action.
Yeah, we can safely pursue them during the day. I say we follow.
If we hit a forest, that is when I start to worry.
Mm-hmm.
I am still not 100%, but if this is what we want to do, we will do it. I will proceed with caution and, of course, remain stealthy.
Plum, does this suit you?
Plum kind of looks at you and shrugs. You're the magistrates.
We
Yeah,
walk-
let's go.
Yeah, I turn and start walking down, and we do wish to follow him. So
Okay, yeah. So following the kobold's tracks is a survival roll.
can I roll with aid?
Yeah, if someone wants to help, you
Max, you want help?
I
Or
have 3 survival.
is it checked?
No, not
I
checked.
guess it doesn't matter though,
can.
right?
It doesn't matter.
Yeah,
Yep.
go ahead, and then we'll aid Sir
Okay.
Dan. He's leading anyway, so that makes sense. 15.
15.
Okay, sure. Yeah. So you follow the tracks. Now, is there a particular time, like, because you're starting off at the very beginning of the day? Do you want to stop at any point during the day, or do you just want to follow them until they stop?
I think we just follow them until they stop.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. So the kobolds are no more than a few hours ahead of you, and they seem to have been attempting to get there. It's slow going because it's the 6 of them dragging a human-sized body. It doesn't appear that their prisoner woke up at any point, but they did. It was like a long was a long trip. They kept dropping him. You can see the drag marks in the dirt, and they're just trying to stay ahead of the light.
I mentioned as we're walking, like they only had an hour. These bandits were much larger than they are, so they couldn't have gone too far.
Yeah, Plum says mostly those who've gone missing have been children.
This is much bigger than a child.
So you realize at some point, maybe at that point, like a couple of hours into tracking them through the hills, if somebody wanted to like sprint ahead, you might still be able to see them if you were to like go up into the hills and get a better viewpoint. Or you can keep following them at the pace they're going. But if you go at full speed, you could catch up with them before they get where they're going.
I think once I say that, I'm like, we should pick up the pace. I did not think that we could catch them, but it is definitely a possibility.
Yeah, I think we should chase them.
Okay.
If we engage in a fight, I do not think we take that fight. But if we know exactly where they are, perhaps we can get a head count.
And if we scare them and they scamper back to where they come from, then we know where they're hiding.
I agree. Perhaps let's pick up the pace. I start to like jog.
You're gonna try and jog it out. Okay.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. So no reason to roll because you're not making any attempt to be stealthy. You're just gonna kind of like book it in the direction that you think they are. I think that means about an hour later, you're jogging through the hills and you come across the kobolds. They're in a bit of a clearing, and they seem to have gotten the bandit like caught on a rock. Like the bandit's tunic is like caught up on this rock. They've got him turned over. They're trying to like pull him free, but they've abandoned that to fight with each other. They seem confused and like more like less intelligent and more kind of like feral than before. Like they're snapping at each other, and their language sounds less like words and more like barking and snapping and like growling.
Mm-hmm.
And they're just like kind of in a little bit of a scrap when you find them.
I strain my eyes. How many do we see exactly?
Yeah, so like they see you when you see them, right? You come around a corner and they spot you right away because you're not making an effort to be stealthy. So they stop and like look at you. There's 6 of them. And one of them sees you and hisses loudly, and the rest of them turn and they start like snarling, and they're standing kind of in front of the body as if like protecting like food. You've seen dogs act like this before.
Does he seem to be alive?
Yeah, definitely still alive. Very banged up, right? Because they've been dragging him, and like he's not in good shape, but definitely alive.
How far are they away from us? In
I think you spot them at a range of like probably 100 feet.
If I can, I shout and say, "Friend, are you able to fight?"
You're shouting to the bandit?
Yes.
No, the bandit's unconscious.
Oh, that's what I was asking. If he was.
Oh yeah, not dead, but unconscious.
Oh,
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, definitely still knocked out.
You got a whole lot of temperance.
Yeah, you got hit in the head with a warhammer real hard.
Yeah, I turn.
They might have also knocked him out again. So
I turn and say, "These creatures seem agitated. There's only 6. I do not. Should we fight here? We have only but a moment to decide."
Plum's like, why do we need to fight them? We can follow them to their lair. Certainly not to save the bandit. Not after what happened last night.
Plum, they know we are here.
If we let them reach the lair, that's 6 more we have to fight.
But if we kill them here, what if we can't find the lair?
Perhaps we leave one alive and chase it.
Or tie it up and put it on the leash.
Turns to Zephyrius. It's your call, of course.
Velamir? Do we fight? You will not be able to get any sneak attacks in up front. This will not be a simple ambush.
Why are we chasing this bandit? What does he know?
We're not chasing the bandit. I do not want them to get back to their camp and have search parties. These creatures seem very small-minded, but a small-minded creature will defend its home, its life, to the death. If they know that we are seeking them, they might send more. However, if they don't get that information, we are only closer to the lair.
Are we actually trying to find this lair? I'm sorry, Plum, but are we actually going to get this lair? Or do we think it will be too much for us?
We do not know what awaits us.
For all
Right
we
now-
know, this
Go ahead.
could be the majority of their force right here. There could be a lot more, could be not many. We won't know until we get there.
Enough said, let's fight.
Yeah, you wanna attack them? Okay.
Yeah.
Let me just grab some to put on the map for you. So you can...
And so the party made the most.
And is the sun up and it's right outside? Correct?
Yes, yeah, it's daytime.
That's the largest mistake the party ever made.
So let's.
Are you full HP, Max?
No.
Is it like 7, I think?
One good hit could take me down.
You still have all your spells,
I mean,
right?
that's
Let's be honest,
that's
I'm
always
free
true.
From
So-
You always have you have your spells, right, Dan?
I got 1 heal for him.
I'm
if
always
he goes
ready to go down.
Yeah, I'm at full health. You're at full health. So
Good, that's important. Okay, so y'all should be able to see everything on the map. I've got it set into daytime mode. You can see all the way down here. There's this little cluster of kobolds, and they've got a little dead guy with them.
Oh shit, we're far. Okay.
Yeah, you're all the way across the map. Like I said, you see them at a range of 100 feet, and and they're down there. You're slightly elevated from them, and they're all kind of like snarling and hissing at each other. And then when they see you, they kind of like pack up around the body, and make a bunch of noise, like yipping at you, trying to scare you off, essentially from their kill.
Okay. I'm just looking at the range of my weapons. Can you get attacks in, Max, from afar?
I should be able to. My range is... Well, how far away are they? Let me look at the map here.
They're 190-ish.
The closest one is like 85 feet from you.
Yeah.
Yeah, if I moved up.
I
what's the
have to
range
get
of
some
those?
I have to move forward, but are we rolling initiative, Adam?
Yeah, I think so. Keep in mind too, like just looking at it.
Range of crossbow is 80 feet, looks like.
Yeah, so the crossbow, you should have 2 ranges on everything. The second range, like between the second or the first and second range, is at disadvantage. Anything further than the second range, you can't fire. So their slings, they can
slash, whatever. Like,
yeah, like their slings are 3120, so they can fire at you from here. They have slings, they can fire from here, but they're at disadvantage if they try. Same with you.
83.
Keep in mind too, I'm gonna draw. I'll draw them in light green on the map, but there's like there's a hill that goes here, and there's hills here.
So we can kind of hide behind
So
those.
I could go into stealth and try to...
If your line of sight is interrupted by like these hills, you can't hit them.
But so are they, so that means that we can
so-
try to get an advantage.
They're so short. Yeah. Now they can climb up the hills and shoot down at you, but yeah, there's lots of cover to be had in this.
I'm saying since we haven't rolled initiative, like, can Velimir try to go into stealth?
No, they've already seen you, but on your first action, you can, if you want to, you can take like a hide action.
Yeah.
That can be something you do. There you go. So draw some terrain lines on there just so y'all can see nice and clear where those lines are.
Okay.
Okay. Yeah. So the lower areas are like downlands. You can sneak through there, and then you can go from there. So also it is daytime. So they will have disadvantage on their attack rolls because they're stupid kobolds.
That's
all
right.
right.
Yeah, they will. Let's roll some initiative.
Yeah. Let's roll.
okay.
Fucking 9. You kidding me?
Okay.
Oh, I didn't move this last time, Chet. I'm sorry.
That's a sick ass 3 I just rolled.
Fuck yeah, we're knocking it out of the park here. They moved before us.
Yeah, doing real good, everybody.
Always
Real proud of you. I got to roll for your little friend here.
Let's go, Plum.
All right, so Plum, who has no missile weapon,
Big Plum.
he's gonna go ahead.
He's
and
moral
roll.
support.
Let's see. He's moral support and he's an XP vacuum is what he is. Cool. All right. So Baron, and then Plum, and then the kobolds.
Okay, I think I will do my first turn just sprinting up to the edge of the hill over here. Or should be out of their line of sight.
Yes. Yeah. Definitely.
Okay.
And technically, we can't really see them right now either because of these hills, correct?
Yeah, you're generally like slightly higher up than they are, so
Okay.
you know that they're there.
Or
You
like
can
on
see
this
them.
hill, yeah, right here.
Yeah, it's just that you can't get a clear shot.
Gotcha.
Okay, so Baron, how far did you move?
About 45 feet.
Okay, cool. So that's your turn. You did move twice. Okay.
Mhm.
Plum grabs his spear and he's gonna head off after his friend Baron. Okay, so he comes running up behind you. The kobolds. Let's see. This one. It's 10. Let's see. I want him to see. Yeah. Okay. So if I only move him this far, he gets up on top of the hill and he can see down into the little area. And that guy can't attack. This guy can't go far enough in, but he can attack. And then these guys will start rushing up. So let's see. There we go. Okay. So there's the three that are in this little cluster here. They're going to be able to use their slings on Baron, and then this one up here is going to be able to sling as well. So,
Okay.
So the one up top of the hill, he clambers up the hill, pokes his head over the edge, spins his little sling around, and flings a little sling bullet at your friend here, who still.
They're
hasn't
all
had a chance
rolling
to
at disadvantage, correct?
Yeah, because it's daytime. So he's gonna go ahead and roll. Pew. Nope, he misses.
Critical fails. Does anything happen?
No.
He gets embarrassed.
He just
God
misses
damn it.
real bad.
I missed I missed 2.0.
See, the problem with critical hits and misses is that they impact you guys way worse than they impact me because my monsters
100%.
go away, but they're just so
No,
bad for you.
you're speaking to the person here who's done
know.
I've seen a player break a fucking magical sword just because he swung it at him. All right, I've seen the worst of the worst. 3 ones in a row. It does not make sense.
Critical misses are silly. All right, so the three kobolds are going to fire with disadvantage at Baron. 1, 2, and 3. And none of those hit because Baron, you are well armored.
This is
All right,
the best decision the party's made at this moment in time.
Fighting kobolds during the day is a good call. Baron, it is Zafira, it's your turn. What do you want to do?
I will move forward. How did you... Hold on, let's see. So 20 feet, 30 feet. Okay. How did you do the thing where you moved? Is that a shift click?
If you pick up your token, so you click it and hold, then hit space, it'll show you
that's
how
right,
far
that's
you're
right.
moving. And then you can hit space to set waypoints.
Oh, okay. So it's space.
Yeah, and then hit
Space.
space again, and then you keep holding it down, and as you move it, every time you hit space, it'll set a waypoint. So that way you can go around corners and stuff and see how far it was.
And then how do you make the move?
I just let go, and it'll drop your token where it is.
Okay, I didn't do it properly, but that was 60 feet.
Okay, yeah, that's fine. So 20
Yeah.
there, and then 40 over. Yeah, you're fine. Okay,
Yeah,
so you
and
can
I'll
ready.
also... no, rage is a free action. I will rage.
Okay, all right. Velimir, your turn. You wanted to hide?
Yeah, if possible. Like, is there a way? I mean, so what are my actions right now? What do I have like available? If I hide, is it just like my full action, then I move, or is it just hide and then that's it?
It's a role-playing game, Max. You can do whatever you want.
Asking mechanically.
There are no limits.
Oh,
in
you're asking
combat,
the
oh, Jesus.
rules what you can do. Yeah, dude. You can move, you can dodge, you can
I
take
can
it.
do whatever I want. Believe me, I wouldn't be going down as much as I've been.
So it's not your choice to go down? You'd rather not? That's a shame.
That's a shame.
You can move. You can make a move action, and you can make your regular action. The regular action, you can do things like hide instead of acting. You can dodge. You can disengage. You could run. So you can move twice.
hide and move.
Basically. You want to hide and then move? Yeah, sure.
Yeah, I'll do that.
So make a stealth roll,
Sure.
and then go ahead and roll your. Or you don't even have to roll. You can move.
Oh, ooh.
Okay, not very
Let's talk about
stealthy.
critical failure on stealth roll.
Let's see if the
I have a
kobold.
+6 to that.
To be fair, these kobolds are idiots, and it is sunlight, so they have a disadvantage on perception checks. So let's see if they see you. Yeah, dog. They even with the 11, they're like eyeballs right on. They see you, Velimir.
A crit
Skulking
fail
dog.
and a crit success.
Yeah, I mean they have disadvantage, so it was an 11, but that critical fail is what made it. Yeah, it made it happen. So anyway, Velimir, what do you want to do? You can still move.
Yeah.
Range is what? I don't think his range is very.
You've got 30 feet, but you got to go around that terrain in front of you. If you go over it, costs twice as much.
Yeah, so I could get like here.
Yeah.
All right, let's do that. Move up by my bros. What was that? Right
Okay.
here.
You're not as sneaky as you think you are, but you move nonetheless.
I'm so fucking sneaky, dude. You said I could do whatever I want. I'm believing that I'm sneaky.
Baron, it is your turn.
Okay, I will run up to the nearest kobold and give him some temperance with my hammer.
Temper him. Temper him good.
Temper that motherfucker.
This is for killing me last time.
All right.
17,
Yeah, you hit.
9 damage.
All right. You turned him into kobold paste.
Yes.
So that
Hell
one
yeah.
very definitely dead.
This is definitely the better strategy. Let him fucking lead. Enough of
Okay.
this fucking lowest AC out front.
Plum bravely charges up beside you, friend Baron, and
I gotta
attacks
figure out
with,
how to do this.
attacks with his spear. He gets a 19 and hits for 3 damage. So he gouges but does not kill that.
Get him, Plum.
The second kobold leaps into battle. He's gonna jump where his friend was. So he comes running in. The two of them are going to attack Plum because they can cancel out their disadvantage. So normally they get advantage for pack tactics, but they also have disadvantage for sunlight sensitivity. So instead they just have a regular roll. So it's just the first one that we're gonna count. So dagger attacks on Plum. First attack is a 16. Second attack is a 5. I got a 5 and a 24 on that attack. If I'd had advantage,
That's a very interesting roll there.
yeah,
It
it's
is.
on opposite ends of the
Oh,
spectrum.
man.
So Plum takes
polar
one
opposites.
one dagger hit for 4 damage. So Plum yelps in pain. He's wounded. He's seen better days, but he's not unconscious yet. And then the 3 up on the hill. Let's see. They're probably just going to barrage. Yeah, they're going to barrage fire on Baron because Baron is the closest target. So same thing. They have someone within 5 feet of you, so they've got pack tactics. So just regular rolls, 3 sling bullets, spin, fire, see what happens. So 1, 2, and Jesus, I'm rolling poorly. 3, nothing. Just a whole bunch of
Tink, tink,
nothing.
tink.
Yeah, 8, and 11. So they all just you're getting hit with these very fast moving tiny rocks that are just bouncing off your helmet and off your shield. You're totally fine. You can barely feel them. Sounds like hail on a tin roof. Zafira, it is your turn.
So if Baron's in the way, I can't attack that guy, right? Could I?
You can stand.
I
you
can do
stand
15, 10.
Yeah.
Oh, okay, okay,
You can stand. Yeah, you can stand there and attack diagonally.
okay, great.
Mhm.
But this
Then
one's
would-
dead, right?
Yeah.
No, there's a dead one underneath that one. That one's standing on top
Oh,
of it.
okay, yeah,
He
yeah.
jumped right where his buddy was.
I swing at that motherfucker.
Yeah, you do.
Nice.
Nice. Yeah,
For
18
5
for
damage.
5. Okay.
I roll like shit on my scimitar.
Yeah, that kills him.
Shit.
Yeah. So you
Nice.
come running in beside Baron and just slash. the
Yeah, I
thing
just fucking cut his head off. His head just.
Yeah.
I cut his head off, and the head flies in my sight as I'm staring down the hill at the fucking other 3.
Velamir's in the back, just like, good job.
Okay. All right. Velimir, it's your turn.
Right. Movement is 30.
Yep.
Well, we can get to like here or here. Probably here, I would think.
Okay. Now remember, this area is difficult terrain, so you kind of got to go around.
What's that?
You got to go around that thing. If you cross through that square, it costs you twice as much movement.
Oh. You're
Yeah,
saying
look-
like here.
Look, you figured it out, Zafira.
Fuck up, Adam.
That's how it works. You did it.
But it doesn't. It doesn't show the cool animation for me. I just go there. I wanted the cool animation on my side. Damn you,
So where
Roll20 developers.
Like, they don't have, these guys wouldn't have vision on me if I'm like over here.
Yeah. They're on top of the little hill. They can see everything from.
Oh,
from
really?
Yeah.
I was looking at going by shadows. It seems like the side is like.
Yeah, you'd still have to make a stealth roll, but they can see you.
Okay.
Yeah.
Well,
If you
I'm
want to,
moving anyways,
if
I
you
might
want
as well
to,
try to fucking stealth and be hidden.
if you want to, you can take cover instead, and that'll give them up +2 difficulty to hit you.
I'll try to be stealthy again. Why not?
All right, so you want to take your action to hide and then move?
Yeah.
Okay. Cool. Go ahead.
Actually, you know what? Fuck that shit. Let me see.
I mean, the thing is, they're
things
up on
out.
the
I'm
hill,
digging
so
things
you
out.
can see them. You can see them with missile weapons. You could shoot your crossbow at them.
Yeah. At disadvantage or regular? Oh, that's right.
If it's within range, yeah, you can
Within
just
60. All right, fuck it. I'll take a shot at this guy. Right here.
Yeah, do
The I'm just reading the terrain. For some reason, I thought that the crest of that little hill there.
Yeah, it makes sense. It's still not a perfect shot, but it's within range. Basically, anywhere within this hill, same thing.
Cool. All right. Let me take a shot with the crossbow. So I can go. Boom.
An 11 on these guys. Not a hit, unfortunately.
Or not. You know what?
Velamir, you fucking suck.
So you fire, and it just flies off into the distance, lands over some other hill somewhere. How you doing for ammo, Velamir?
To be honest, I haven't tracked it a bunch. Let's say I've used probably 7 or 8, I would think.
I'm sorry, you don't know how much ammo you have?
We had 25 to start with.
I feel like
I haven't shot 25.
I feel like you don't have any more quarrels left. No, I'm just fucking with you. Just pay attention to that shit.
You've used at least 10.
I'll subtract like 10. Does that seem fair?
Yeah, whatever you think is a reasonable amount. I trust you not to.
Fucking Auntie's taken so many shots from that crossbow.
Between the fighting that we've done, I haven't been operating on the same crossbow bolts. We loaded back up.
Yeah, I mean, this is why we pay attention to these things. Baron, it is your turn.
So pass. I understand. This is a role-playing game. Just respect the rules, and
Just play the game by the rules. Stop
I'll
cheating.
go ahead and move up next to the one that Plum hit last time and swing with the hammer.
Yeah, get him.
Yeah, hopefully finish him off.
Fuck him up, Dan.
No, he's too
miss.
small. You smash a rock that
Yeah.
looks like a kobold, but it wasn't a kobold. You hit a rock instead. Plum's gonna try and show you how it's done though. So let's see if he's any better.
Big Plum?
Oh,
my
yeah.
God. Fucking Plum.
Plum wrecks
That's
it
a
up.
21.
Dude's
for-
dead.
How the fuck do you, Plum? You got to learn to follow through. Okay, you killed him. We don't know how much.
Plum,
still
so Plum,
looks
yeah,
great.
you swing your hammer down. The creature leaps out of the way to avoid the hammer. You smash a stone next to him, and then Plum lunges in with a downward strike and just punches his spear right through the little thing, lifts him up and throws him aside. The remaining kobolds, I think they've still got a chance. Oh no, but they don't have pack tactics anymore. They are going to run for it. So let's see. Pick it up. 10, so 20, 40. Yeah, they can kind of scramble. And all they're doing is moving. So they run shrieking. Zafira, it is your turn.
I will move right. Well, I can move 60, so let's see here.
Just a mechanical question. If he runs up next to them, does he get attacks of opportunity if they try to run away?
Yeah, if they try to run.
Yeah, I run right in front of them, turn, growl at that guy, and then maybe just slap that one in the face. Hit me, motherfucker!
Now there's no way for you to get where you are without triggering an attack of opportunity from this one.
Oh, okay. Can I go right here then without an attack?
Definitely.
Yeah,
because then you're
okay.
still in the threat range for both.
Yep.
So you run and get in between them. Okay. Velamir, your turn.
Yeah. Real quick though, just outside of character or whatever. Roll20 is being fucking weird right now. If I leave and then come back, it would be fine.
Yeah, you'll be fine.
Yeah,
Just
yeah.
reload. You can refresh the tab or you can click
right now.
again.
Give me a hot second, not a cold one.
Yeah, no problem.
Let's see.
No, I don't have any. I ran out of javelins, chat.
Yeah, we're good now.
I have 0 count javelins, and I don't want to throw my hand axes right now.
You didn't have the infinite javelin perk like me?
I did not. No.
I honestly honest mistake. I wasn't trying to cheat or anything. Let me see what Adam's face looks like. Okay.
It's cool.
Right,
I'm just editing your character sheet. It's fine. I hope you like having 6 strength.
Well, I'll tell you what, it's been great having 13 AC.
You contracted a withering disease and your muscles fall off.
All right, so they're just getting away, right? And I'm fucking really far away, so I don't.
Yeah, you don't really have this one is blocked by the hill. These two, there's a big ass hill in the way. If you move, you could get a shot through this little.
Yeah. I'll do that. Like right here.
Yeah. You
Take
take
a
a shot
shot
of that
at him.
awesome before he fucks off.
And I will also mark this crossbow bolt that I shoot.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
Please do. Oh, you missed.
Yeah, we'll mark it as a fucking another miss. How about that, Max?
Hey,
How about you hit something, Max?
At the end of combat, can I recover? At least some.
You can get half of them or something like
You can
that.
recover some of them, yeah.
Well, I've shot 2, so I'll be able to get 1.
All right. Baron, it's your turn.
Okay, let's see.
Baron cast a fucking spell.
Oh, I will. This one on the right thinks he's getting away, but he's not. All right, so I'm gonna move right here. Do I have line of sight of the one on the top right from there?
I don't. No, you don't. It's blocked by the.
Barely, well, you only moved 25 feet, right?
Yeah, he's a dwarf,
I'm a
dude.
dwarf. Yeah, I'm
Oh,
small.
motherfucking short
I'm
legs.
small. I got little legs.
Little legs are going. He's trying, man. He's trying it.
Trying as hard as he can.
Yeah, he'll be fine. But yeah, you're real close to these nerds. So
Yeah.
Get those nerds.
Okay. I guess I will just. I will cast. I'm gonna cast my Sacred Flame on the one closest to me.
okay, so it's a save, right?
Yeah, DC save.
All right. I got 22.
What
Oh,
the
God.
fuck?
He nimbly evades the purging fire.
Aha! Jumps over to.
Wow.
Okay. Plum is going to. Yeah, I know where Plum's going to go. So Plum runs back over to where you are, Velimir.
What the fuck?
So Plum dashes over to you, Velimir, and he comes running up and he's like, Velimir, are you all right?
Yes, I'm okay.
He nods and he kind of like stands in front of you between you and like the kobold, and he's like, good, my friend, and like holds his spear at the ready to defend you from the kobolds. So the kobolds are gonna go. This one,
Smart man. Big Plum. Smart man.
so this one runs off.
The one on the right did?
And he scatters.
Give me
to
those
the hills.
attack of opportunities.
These two are going to attempt to scatter. You get one per turn, so you can attack one of them. Neither of them are injured. Go ahead and make a roll.
Are you fucking kidding me?
Ah!
One.
So you slice the air above
Hey,
him,
don't leave!
and the two of them scatter
Fucking
into
rolled
the
a
into the
1
hills.
for MP3 listeners.
So you've got a choice. You can chase them if you want to. You can like literally just everyone can make opposed athletics checks to like chase them through the hills, or you can let them go and continue to track them. It's up to you what you want to do now. But they've escaped the fight.
I turn to Baron and say, "Where's Velimir?"
I can't see him. Velimir.
So you shout that, and Plum shouts back, "He's fine. He's fine. Everything's all right."
Okay.
Baron, do we chase? What are your thoughts? Quickly.
At least we thin their numbers. I say we chase the two that just ran from us.
I shout back, "Big Plum, we're chasing down south."
And he nods and he turns to look at you, Velimir, and he says, "It appears to be a chase. Shall we?" And he like hefts his spear.
And Velimir too.
Okay, so you want to chase after the kobolds?
Yeah.
I guess we're
We're-
do it.
We're chasing though. We're gonna stop if they fucking go into their lair.
Yeah,
yeah.
definitely. Yeah, I don't
We're not
imagine.
just like blindly going,
Also,
Yeah.
I shout back and say, "As you're running to us, cut the bandit's throat, please.
This bandage is long.
Very well.
Also, loot the bodies. Don't forget to loot the body. We'll go out ahead. All right."
Okay, so you're gonna chase the kobolds.
Me and Baron
They're
are.
gonna whoever's chasing can make an athletics roll, and they're gonna roll as well. Now they're gonna roll with advantage because this is home terrain for them. They're used to the rocky hills. You
All
just will roll regular styles.
Alrighty.
They're not very strong, so you'll
Okay.
all right. So I got a 2 and a 0.
Wow.
All you gotta do, somebody just beat a 2. Anybody at all.
Oh god.
Thank you.
Oh my God, Baird.
All right.
The
I'm like the
22.
wind.
So they get about 5 feet from you. And what's your intent? Are you chasing them down to like kill them?
We want to kill
Yes,
these.
yeah,
two,
we're
Okay.
Kill the
fucking
fuck
just
out of him.
Okay.
murder
So
them.
we don't. I don't think at this point we even need to roll. They're not a risk anymore. They're not trying to fight back. They're just fleeing from you. So you chase them down and just kill them. And then the one that went the other way, I assume leave to run off. Yeah.
Yeah, we don't have. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. So there are three that you killed, and then another 2 that you chased off.
Well, no, we killed the ones to the south.
Yeah, you chased them and then killed them. I'm just
Yeah,
adjusting for the like actual ones that didn't get away. So,
Dollars in poop here. You can loot all this shit. My friends.
okay. All right. So Velimir, you're looting the bodies.
Yeah.
Okay. Let's see what you find. Okay. There are 5 individuals. Okay. You find 38 copper. You find 8 silver. And you find 19 gold on their respective bodies, and that's including the bandit as well.
38 copper, 9 silver.
Dan's writing it all down.
Yeah,
38 copper.
I'm repeating it
Yeah.
now just
38
for-
copper, 8 silver, 19 gold.
Got it.
And a magical orb of increased AC.
When me and Baron were chasing, were they just running towards the mountain? Were they running towards the hill? Like what?
They were they basically scattered and didn't seem to be heading in any direction except to get away from you.
Okay.
Yeah.
Well, we meet back up with Velimir and exchange the monies. We've only been. It's still like morning, kind of, right, or like midday.
I mean, you've been following them for several hours. Yeah, it's midday. Like the sun is starting its path down, but you've reached the
Okay.
middle.
I believe we continue to chase. There's still a lot of light left in this day. We still have one that's alive. Maybe it's worth going that way.
Yeah,
Sounds reasonable enough to me.
he's scared and we're probably going to run back to the main camp.
Perhaps.
So
we-
while-
yeah.
He's rooting for
While
his
you're
life.
talking, while you're talking, Baron, you notice Plum trying to like staunch some bleeding from a dagger wound that he took to the leg. He's not having like his hands are all covered in blood, and he's not gonna just like bleed out, but he's trying really hard not to be like, guys, I need to stop a minute because I'm really hurt. But he's in pretty rough shape.
Plum, are you? Oh, I forgot you got hurt, didn't you?
He nods. He's like, it's just a scratch. I just need to bandage it. And he's like trying to like tie the
The
tourniquet.
adrenaline of a fight can make it hard to realize your injuries.
Yeah. Let me see to it and try to stop the bleeding for you.
He nods. Please.
So I take it and try to just wrap it in a bandage and try to clean it.
Yeah, you don't have to make a roll, but he's like you get a chance to look him over. He's in pretty rough shape. Like another even kind of moderate dagger attack from a kobold will knock him down.
Okay. Plum looks quite weak, guys.
And he's like, no, I'm fine. I'm fine. It's nothing. I've had worse falling off my goat.
Plum, do you need to rest?
No. We should press on. It's daytime. If we can find these creatures in their lair before the sun goes down, every fight will be as simple as this one. Right?
Walk a few feet for me.
I was gonna hit him with my knife, but yeah, go ahead.
Yeah, he seems okay. It's not that he's gonna like run any slower or fight any less effectively. He's kind of on edge.
I say we rest.
We have so much of this day left to. We can rest. I understand if Plum is hurt. We can rest.
So here's the thing. Plum's gonna need like a full night of rest to recover. He doesn't get short rest. He's not a PC.
Right.
So I think he says, he's like, if we press on, I'll be careful. I'll stay at the back. I don't have to rush in. I'll be fine.
We
So
know-
it's up to you. Like if you take him with you, you're gambling with his life, right? Because he's got like 3 hit points left.
Yeah, I'll just say, we know this area well enough to set up a camp on some of these hills or in this ravine. This should be okay. We can take it easy for a day.
She shakes his head. He's like, no, that doesn't make any sense. You have to press on. Look, I'll make camp, and I'll wait for you here. If you go on ahead, find their lair. If you want, you can fight them. I think we must have killed most of them already. Or if there's too many, come back and we'll rest and we'll try again tomorrow.
And what happens if a bandit comes this way and finds a helpless guard, almost able to not fight himself? What then? Or a kobold comes by and kills you while you're resting?
Yeah, he sneers. He's like, I'm fine. I'm not afraid of bandits or kobolds for that matter.
Plum, we ask you here to fight with us.
Plum, I order you to rest in the name of the magistrates.
And he looks at you and he gives you like a deep bow and he says, as you command. And he like takes his pack off, sets it on the ground, and starts immediately like setting up camp.
You need to let him rest, or he is going to die.
There's a lot of day left, Baron. If I worry we will lose the track, but
Perhaps if we just follow at a steady pace, and then we set up camp when we can. Very slow pace.
Velimir, do you wish to weigh on?
Velimir looks squarely at Plum. It's like looking for any sort of sign.
Yeah, Plum's just setting up his camp. He's just like starting to collect bits of wood from around the area to make a fire. He's just going about his business. He's not like limping or anything, but yeah.
Now, if I'm understanding this correctly, he stays here. We go ahead. Or are we bringing him with us?
We ask him here as a aid in this fight. If he is not with us, then he is simply dragging us down. I believe the best thing to do is to simply rest. We can scout out the area maybe a few 100 feet, but I do not think we should go further until we are at full. We are close to the main camp, I think.
I think so as well. We know the direction this kobold ran.
I don't think they would be dragging this body if they were super far away from wherever they were heading. So it was safe to assume that the camp is somewhere nearby.
I agree. I think we wait out the day, hope no one attacks us during the night, and then we march on early in the morning.
Very well. I am in agreement.
Baron,
I agree.
turn back. I assume the fire's already going at this point.
He's getting there.
Okay. In terms, if we're using this map as a basis for the terrain, this would be the best place to camp in kind of the center of these 3 hills, right?
I mean, it depends on your opinion of what makes a good camp, right? Like,
Well,
I would think like here.
where? Up top? Yeah, I just saw that as well. Yeah.
There's like no real way for anybody to really sneak up on us. If they do, they
I mean,
have to
this,
climb.
yeah, somewhere over here would be good.
Right in the middle just allows points of access. Like, you know,
Yeah,
to be
you're right. You're right. Yeah, so maybe we make camp over here.
yeah.
And,
I think with a military mind, you'd know that.
yeah. And then we Velimir, when we scout, we're definitely on top of these hills throughout the day.
Okay.
Like,
Yeah,
I think that's what the 3 of us do throughout the day is we just like look for other scouting parties from our post up
so
on the hill.
just stay on watch essentially.
Yep.
Okay, cool. So yeah, go ahead and place yourselves wherever your characters would be for the night.
I mean, I think we just
And,
each take a hill.
Oh, okay.
Damn it.
And I mean, I guess it's like a day camp.
Yeah,
so-
yeah. During the day we're like this, but during the night, we take shift.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. So Plum will set up a fire and he like sits and rests. So to trigger the long rest, and actually get the mechanical benefit from it, yeah, you're going to need another. You're going to basically need to rest here all day.
Yeah.
And your long rest, because you're all off your sleep cycle. Technically your long rest will end in the middle of the night, but then you can sleep through the night into the morning.
Right.
That does expose you all night to potential kobold reprisal. But I imagine that doesn't matter too much, right?
Nope.
Yeah.
All right. Okay, so you rest. I think the rest of the day goes by without any trouble. We start the long rest, and let me just roll something real quick here.
Yeah, roll something
Yeah,
real
just
quick.
fucking get a roll on. There you go.
Okay. All right. So
Your D20 roll sucked.
I rolled a 3 for whatever I was rolling for, and the rest goes uninterrupted. You don't you don't get attacked by kobolds in the night, and you get to have the benefits of your rest, which means for the kobold fight, the one you just did, everybody gets 31 experience.
So we're at 367.
Yeah, and because you're completing a long rest, everybody gets.
Hallelujah.
We're right at a break. But here's the important question. When you level up, you can take the better of half of your HP die, or you can roll your HP die.
Yes, so there's a gamble here to be made.
So think about, you take half of your hit dice plus your con. So for me, it's a 6 plus 2. For Max, it would be, I'd have to pull it up. You have D8, so you'd roll a D8 plus 2, and for Baron, it would be a D10 plus 2.
That's to gamble.
Yeah.
That's the gamble.
Or you would take
Yeah.
you take 6 HP max, right? I'm doing this right, Adam, right?
I think it's half plus one.
It's half. It's half the die. It's all in your class. It's half plus 1, and then your con bonus.
Oh, okay. So it's half plus 1 plus your con. Okay.
Yeah. So it's if you want to play it safe, it's you're almost certainly guaranteed to get more health points, more HP from taking the average. But if you roll, you could max it out and get 3 or 4 or whatever more.
So think about that. We're gonna take a break, and then we'll decide if we're making rolls.
All right.
Okay.
I don't know if I want to roll yet. I still haven't
Think about
decided.
I don't know either.
I rolled my stats, and so did Max. So maybe we just stay true to the character.
It's up to you.
I don't know, because we could fuck up and get 1 total HP.
Roll a
Yeah.
one.
You could roll a 1.
We could roll a 1. All right, that's hour 3. Still 1 hour left to go in this week's Court of Swords. We'll be right back, guys. More action coming up after this. We'll see you then.